I'm Bill Metcalf. I'm the president of More and Better Clients, and that's exactly what we do. We help our clients get more and better clients by finding out why people love them. I had been interviewing people for 30 years, and I was really good at digging out stories and digging out value propositions. Pete is a shrewd guy, and he sees things that other people don't see. And he said, I want you to interview my customers, business owners who are selling their business, and some of my colleagues who I work with in putting these together, and really help me tell my story so I can take that to my clients. And I like to say that next to my dad, I trust Pete Chrisman. I know him because I've interviewed his customers, and I've interviewed the people that work for him. And when you do that and dig deep like I do, you really find out what somebody's like. And so that's why I like Pete and like what he's doing here. The master plan is designed to look at a business holistically and say, let's figure out how to make this business the best business it could be, with an eye toward the fact that nothing lasts forever. And we're going to also want to plan for an exit from that business. Because frankly, whether you've got a startup or whether you've got a very mature business, every business should have a plan for what you do later. And so the master plan allows somebody to look at a business, figure out what their value is, increase the value, and should there come a day when they want to sell the business or pass it on to heirs or find somebody else that may want to do that business, they're able to do so on their terms and then live the life they want. And that was what always intrigued me about Pete's work, because most of the people that are going to leave their businesses in the next 10, 15 years are my peers. They're boomers. They're in their 60s. And when I talked to my dad a few years back, well, several years back now, he was 54 years old. He had just retired from the Army, and he was chief of finance for 2nd Army when he retired. And he retired at 54, and I said, Dad, how long do you plan on living? And he said, well, I plan on going for 100. Well, he's 97 today, living in San Antonio, still healthy, still going toward 100. And I looked at him and said, so that means you will have been retired for nearly 50% of your life. What are you going to do after that? And he said, well, I got it all figured out. We're going to do some traveling. We didn't get to travel enough when I was in the Army, and I'm going to take your mom all around the world. Well, Mom got MS when she was 78 and eventually got in a nursing home bed and never left it for 10 years. So your plans change. I got a third of my life left. And what are we going to do with the rest of that time? Pete's master plan is about the whole life of a business owner and what you do now as you're a business owner and in the life that you have looking forward. I think my strength is actually in 2 legs, leg 1 and leg 3. If you look at your sales and marketing of a company and you've got a lot of sales concentration in a 1 or 2 clients, you're going to want to expand that. So somebody like me can come in and help you figure out how you can grow new markets, how you can enter new places, how you can just increase your sales. And I can also help you document your processes. Most people don't have their intellectual property captured in any way. So if a business has been run by Pop all these years and it's all up in Pop's brain, well, when it comes time to sell that business, or just step back and let somebody else do some of the heavy lifting for a while, it's very difficult to do unless you've documented those processes. And that's another area of my strength, along with generally technology. Those are all areas that I work in. But the part that I'm most excited about actually is leg 3, which is the life plan. What are you going to do afterwards? And because I've seen this with my father, I mean, there was a time in my father's life, he's a lifetime learner. He didn't pick up computers until he was 78 years old. He later ended up helping the Red Cross with their database work. But there came a day when suddenly, nobody got up and said, hey, what's Bob Metcalf thinking today? That's a terrible time. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody that I work with. I want to help them see that the last third of their life could literally be not only the best time, but the time when they can make the biggest impact on their world because of all the knowledge that they bring to it. So that's one area that I'm very passionate about.